Feels good to ride. It's been 2 days. 44 degrees. Pretty chilly. I got my original black ILM jacket with the liner in it. I got a neck gaiter. Um, I climbed the cars with the vents zipped up. Feel pretty good, actually. My Revit Cayenne gloves, which have been awesome, but maybe a little bit too ventilated for this weather. You can see they got vents on the knuckles. Which work really well. You can feel the cold air hit my knuckles. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh. Taking that down, I guess. It's leaning right. Oh, wow, yeah, that's split. Wow. That's split right down the center. Good thing they caught that. That's just dangerous all around. Thank you. I don't know. I had my coffee, so I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I want to do wheelies. Can you do wheelies on this with that huge ass front tire? I've seen people do it. I haven't done a wheelie in 20 years. I don't think this is the bike I want to practice that on. I don't know what people they complain that this bike is slow. It's like compared to what? I mean, I just ripped 60 miles an hour up that super steep hill, no problem. So I never feel that this bike doesn't have enough power. I don't know where that complaint comes from, but I mean, compared to a sport bike, well, duh. Compared to Africa Twin, those are all amazing. Just watching some footage yesterday. I don't know what country it was. It was, I think, some kind of Spanish. The guy was doing an enduro race with all, dirt bikes, and he had an African Twin. He was kicking some pretty good ass. Now, it all comes down to the skill of the rider with that kind of stuff, but you can see on the straightaways he was blowing by a lot of these guys. But, he'd get more tangled up in the technical stuff. So it's pretty much as I would expect it, this thing really wants to rip around this morning. I'll tell you what. I think it's as happy as I am to be riding after 2 days. I've just kind of been watching footage of that hurricane that hit, Helene there. I don't even know what to say about that. It's just, the only thing I can say is it's just absolutely bizarre to me, the lack of response. Like, what are they hiding? Is it a cover-up? Are they covering up their incompetence? Are they covering up the fact that they basically don't have any resources to help because of where they've been allocating those resources? And it's not just money, it's personnel. That douchebag Mayorkas said it himself. They're not going to have the funds to survive hurricane season. So I don't know what does anyone else need to know? This administration's useless. The people that vote for these people are useless. It's astounding. Is it all the Democrats' fault as far as them not having funding? No. Look at Speaker Johnson, right? He fucking, he was okay with all this. But, we all know he's useless, so unlike the Democrats, we're going to do everything in our power to get these fucking idiots out of there. The thing with Republicans is, and they use this against us, but the thing with Republicans is there's a lot of diversity in opinion among Republicans because we're not a hive mind. And they use it against us, obviously. I worked for a guy who was a New Hampshire congressman. That was one of his complaints about, he was a Republican, but he said the problem with the Republicans is they can't agree on anything. But it shows a lack of organization, but it also shows that there is a diversity of opinions, and it's not just doing what their handlers tell them to do. But all real Republicans or real conservatives know that Speaker Johnson's useless. Mitch McConnell's useless. I would say the majority of Republicans in Washington are useless. Like I always say, the only guy I think who does his job is Thomas Massie. But he's just one guy. Oh, it feels good to be out. What they've done to this country, and people so quickly forget, like what they did throughout the whole COVID thing. How could you forget already? Why did you leave your Democrat-run cities to come to places like New Hampshire? They forgot already. It's like a bad relationship. Everyone sees the problem on the outside. The people in the relationship don't see the problem, right? Something like that. Why is this light blinking yellow? Yeah. Oh, there's no one out. I like that. It's Tuesday. It's a work week. There's no holidays. This is when I like riding around. But yeah, so how quickly they forgot why they left their Democrat-run cities to escape the insanity and the lockdowns and the immigration, and then they come. I can't believe it because it's like we joke about this, like people escaping the tyranny of those Democrat-run cities, and they come to a free area like New Hampshire, and then they still vote Democrat. Like it's a joke. It used to be a joke because we didn't think people were that stupid, but the amount of Harris signs that are out, I guess people are that stupid. What else can you say? What? It's 55 mile an hour here, and we're going 43. 41. Building luxury houses there. Well, I guess I don't get to go fast this morning. If I knew I was going to go this slow, I would have taken the scenic route. The old covered bridge there. Never had to get out of fourth gear. One thing I don't like about this pin lock visor is it's clear. Sometimes I like it, but it sucks for this time of year because it's very bright this time of year. I gotta get past this asshole. Fucking old people. Gosh, nobody golfing today. They're too old and cold. Oh, I guess I do have something I could talk about. I've been reloading 45 ACP, waiting on Natchez for my actual bullets. They're taking forever. Hopefully it's not because of the hurricane damage. So I got, I don't know if I published this or not, one of those 45 ACP classic Lee loaders that I just absolutely love using. I have one for 308. It's what got me into reloading years ago. And, well, I gotta take a massive leak almost. So look at that, look at that. That's a nice view. The leaves haven't all changed yet. It's still holding on. So it's been a lot of fun. I got a whole box decapped, reef-shaped, primed, waiting for bullets. So I'm not going to put powder in them without bullets. That sounds like a mess waiting to happen. But the one thing with the 45 ACP, I don't know if anyone who has any experience reloading knows anything about this, but holy cow, does it take a lot of force to pound that case into the resizing die. Now, yeah, I have a press. I don't have the dies for 45 ACP, but because I'm getting back into reloading after many years, and I wanted to ease back into it same way I got into it, by using the classic loader, the hand loader, the manual, old school hammer and rod. And 308 You always took a little bit of hammering to get that sucker into the resizing die, but it's nothing like this. I used a rubber mallet, which was completely fail. I used one of those small rubber slash hard rubber mallets, the ones where you can unscrew the heads and put new ones on, that has a soft side and a hard side. That was completely fail. I used my plastic mallet, which I used to use, which was for leather working when I used to do that, and that worked. But it's like a $50 hammer with a wood handle. It's really not meant to pound that hard, so I didn't want to fuck that up. So I just started using just a steel ball peen hammer, and that was working just fine, but obviously was marring the rim, whatever you call it there, where the area where the writing is and where the primer goes in. It was marring that, so I went to Harbor Freight and got a dead blow hammer, which works great, but it still takes just an insane amount of force. And I feel like something's not right. Is that normal for 45 auto to take that much force to pound in? Anyway, it's been very enjoyable. Just listening to the radio and drinking some beers. I even have. It was so hard to pound those cases into the. Now with 308, I was usually able to just hold it in my hand and pound it in there with that mini rubber mallet, and it didn't really have much of an issue. But this, it's so hard that I tried the workbench, and that was just creating all kinds of problems, like vibrations, and it wasn't working. I mean, it just literally won't go in. So I put it down on the concrete floor in the basement, and then I needed that hard surface to be able to pound that sucker in. And then, so getting tired of doing that, I got my little mini anvil, and I started using that, and that works great. But I'm saying that's the extent I've had to go to. I need the freaking mini anvil and a super hard either metal hammer or the dead blow. The metal hammer works the best, but it causes damage, so I don't like that. The dead blow works. I don't know how long that dead blow is going to last. So, 1 pound, $7 dead blow from Harbor Freight. And then I got another hammer that I've never ever seen before, and I had to buy it just because I love hammers. This dates back probably to my armoring days. I love having all different kinds of hammers. So Harbor Freight had something called a teardrop hammer. I've never ever seen this. I have no idea. I mean, it almost seems like it'd be great for armoring. But I think it's like some kind of poly. It's not metal. It's like some kind of nylon or something. Maybe it's for body work or something. Had to have it though. It's like $10. I'm like, yeah. You never know. There's going to be a day when it's like, oh shit, I need one of those teardrop hammers. Like the time I I went to Harbor Freight and I was like, oh, heat guns. And I was like, oh, we'll remember that it's here. If I need it, I'll come and get it. And then, like 2 days later, I needed the heat gun, and it was like I didn't want to drive all the way down to Harbor Freight. Should have just bought it. So yeah, that was the lesson. I learned that lesson. Now, if you think you're going to need something and you're at Harbor Freight, get it. A lot of hazards today. Oh, gotta wait for that guy. Oh my gosh, a lot of obstacles today. That's the one problem with having coffee before a ride. I just gotta piss. So the only problem with this ILM jacket is these cuffs are really tight. There's no zipper to open them up. So putting on my gloves is a real pain in the ass. Unless you get them really tight, I guess.